Hi Scholars, this is Mr. Pratt. I want to start off today by going over one of our two objectives and show you how we're going to respond to our reflection questions. So our first objective for today is students will be able to reflect on how hard work makes them better readers and writers. We'll get to the monsters that are due on Maple Street one in a moment. How are we going to do this? We're going to take a look at a few questions that are going to help us think about hard work and why it's important in reading class. So a couple of key points I want to go over first. First is you have to work hard even when there are problems in your way. Not every day is going to be easy and perfect. Not everything is going to be easy to understand the first time, but you have to work hard. Second point is that you get smarter by working hard. You aren't just born smart. You don't just suddenly snap and become smart. You stay smart and get smart by continuing to work hard. Like I said before, working hard isn't easy. And fourth key point that I want to go over today is that writing about what you do is called reflecting, and that's what we're going to do, and it helps you work harder. So let's do a little bit of reflection, and I'll show you how we're going to answer these questions. All right, our directions are answer these questions about your hard work to grow your reading skills. So you're going to have these questions on your sheet that should be in front of you that you should have written your name on, and I'm going to do this bigger so that we can all see it. The first question that you're going to answer is, what was your January SRI reading level score? So if you haven't checked on your iPad to get this, and I'll show you where that is, I can come around and give that to you. I'm going to answer these questions for myself. You will, of course, answer them for yourself. So Mr. Pratt's score on the SRI is a 1700. That comes out to a 16th grade level or college, basically. So how does that score make you feel? Well, I'm proud of the fact that I can pick up just about anything in English and comprehend it. That makes me feel good, like my hard work is paid off. Where do I want this score to be? All right, even though I've gone through college, there's still a lot more education that I could get. So if I keep growing, I would want to get up to a grade 20th. So that's probably about someone who is getting a PhD degree. After you finish college, you go to graduate school and you could get a PhD. So now the next question that I want to focus on forces me to think a little bit more. Think about a time this year when you worked hard on something. What was it? What happened? And why did working hard feel good? Now this is a question where I'm probably going to ask folks to share, so you don't necessarily have to share your answers to the other question, but I would like you to be able to share your answer to this question. So let me tell you a little bit of a story. In January, I helped to organize a teacher training conference. And I'm going to actually go ahead and pull up the rest of my story so that you don't have to watch me type. And that teacher training conference took a lot of work. It took a lot of effort. And what it ended up showing me was that we had to do a whole lot of stuff. We had to find a school to hold it in, we had to get the word out, we had to recruit people to help, and I was in charge of running the website and the sign up and sending emails to people. And it took a lot of extra time on top of teaching and getting ready for your class, but we ended up having almost 300 people sign up, and it was a big success. So I felt really good because a lot of people came and learned a lot from it. I'm not going to answer the next few questions in nearly as much depth because I want you to do the thinking on it, but let's start off. What are three things that you do in class to grow your reading level? Those are things that you do as a scholar in school. One thing that I know I do is I teach other people what I know. And you're going to come up with two other things. The three things that you do at home to grow your reading level. Again, I'm only going to give you one example. For one thing Mr. Pratt does is I read lots of different kinds of books. And what is something you could do better in class to grow your reading level? I'll leave that for you to think up. Scholars, I want you to go ahead and write your own academic reflections. Your behavior expectations are to have your pencils in hand. There's no talking. You're just writing. Your iPads are closed. And if you're finished early, I want you to read. Go for it.